Alrighty, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Alright, microphone seems to be working, character seems to be moving. I'll leave my mic a bit to the side, actually. Pick my voice up a little bit better. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, that seems to be okay. I love woman I can't see. That's the first thing I read on chat. Alright, but nice to know the chat's chatting just fine. Hold on. I've got to change my taskbar settings. Give me a minute. There we go. Fill out the screen a little bit more. Do you need a bit more screen real estate? Background music is playing just fine. Kid Icarus Lightning Battle is currently playing, so my background music is working just fine tonight. Alright, everything seems to be A-okay. Here you go. Might want to turn the background music down a touch. Is it too loud? There we go. Put it down a few decibels. That should be a bit better. Shout out to Invisible Woman. Women. They would be everywhere and I'd have no clue. True. Very true. Alright, that's A-okay. Everything seems to be A-okay then. Hello everyone and welcome to the Mattoon Corner. I'm your host Mattoon and welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Well, today's been fun. Not only... Give it up for women. Yay, women. So not only did the comic I finished up yesterday get a good chunk of likes on it, the Invisible Woman work in progress I posted on Blue Sky, it got a modest amount, like 50 likes. On Twitter, it's currently blowing on my phone. I guess that's the go-ahead to draw more Marvel rivals, ladies. Let's probably draw a Psylocke next. Psylocke and Squirrel Girl, I get the feeling they'd be fun. But yeah. My phone has been currently blowing up, and I'm pretty sure by the time I check, it's going to be at 1,000. I really hope that the finished version gets more likes. I really hope that the finished version gets more likes than the work in progress. So here's hoping. As you can see, I pretty much already have the sketch pretty much done, as well as a very rough idea for what I want for like her aura stuff. I do have some effects. I have some effects I want to do for her. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish her tonight, but I want to see how much I can get. And worst case scenario, I finish up tomorrow morning. Either way, I do plan on getting some stuff done today. You know. So, with all that said, let's get started. I know it's just separate the hair from the body, but I do wonder how a redhead suit would look. And that does look neat, but I'm gonna just do but like I said, I just did that so like basically I sketched her entire body, but for her I decided to sketch her hair on a separate layer, so that's why her hair is in a different color. And for her hair, I plan on shading her blonde hair with blue, because I feel like she's the kind of a blonde character who would work better with bluish shading. That's a really nice, neat look I like doing on certain characters. My pen is feeling a bit off-center. Let me calibrate my monitor a bit. Just calibrate my monitor real quickly. We can get started in earnest. I did see a suit design the other day that I really liked. They covered her eyes with her hair like Sapphire, Steven Universe. Really neat. Scratched a nice part of my brain looking at. Ooh, nice. There's currently a Psylocke skin that's available in Marvel Rivals. It's kind of like that. That kind of covers up one of Psylocke's eyes. It's really nice. It's a new part of the new Blood Moon skin line. Also, as you can tell, I'm not going in VC today because this is one of those streams I really want to focus on the artwork. While I did get a good bit of the comic done, I realized I probably could have finished sketching out if I was just on my own, so, you know how it is. Chill collab streams, essentially, I can do on my own. I can do on my own. But days like this, when I'm drawing sexy ladies, I gotta lock in. It would be funny to have an Invisible Woman that has super long hair covering her face, like Miss Bellum from the Powerpuff Girl. If you're Miss Bell, is that a Miss Bellum's hair necessarily covered her face? More than just we never saw her face. It was always out of frame. I get what you mean. That would be a neat idea. Here's the thing, I've been more and more open to like gender bends and reinterpretations of characters lately. That's because I've been really in love with the that's because I've been more embracing the idea of a multiverse in general. But I also realize that the slightest change will make people absolutely livid. Like here's an example. I have been absolutely obsessed with the Absolute with the DC Comics Absolute series. For those who don't know, the Absolute series in lore. The Absolute series in lore is essentially the DC equivalent of the Ultimate Comics, but not like the old Ultimate Marvel comics, like the modern Ultimate Marvel comics, which the old Ultimate Marvel, like the old one, was absolutely abhorrent. Like, I'm honestly surprised. I can't believe they got away with half the things they did. Like, actually in lore they're basically universes created by Darkseid. It was a universe created by Darkseid. So it's basically it's very interesting to see how they reinterpreted these characters. And what I like the most is, like, for example, Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman isn't a rich billionaire. He's just he's a poor kid with a mom who's still alive. His dad died. His dad dying was the big thing of his. He's like 6'5". He looks like a giant walking slab of beef. It's amazing. I love Absolute Batman. I think it's my personal favorite of the Absolute books. But, like, it's a very different interpretation of Batman, but I still love it, you know? Then again, but then I got really confused when I saw people saying that DC doesn't want Batman to be a rich guy; they want him to be poor or something. I was like, I did a few more looks. I realized it's just one of those like weird comic Puritan grifter types. I was like, no, it's not that DC doesn't want Batman not to be a rich kid. It's a completely different alternate universe. They aren't replacing the main thing. I don't know why nerds, particular comic nerds and video game nerds, get so defensive at the idea of replacing things. Like, the original stuff is still there. What's wrong with reinterpretations, you know? Like, I've been through the whole Comicsgate, Gamergate thing, etc. It's getting ridiculous, honestly. Just be a decent person and enjoy new things. Not that hard. That feels like more of lack of literary comprehension. Also that, I'm not gonna lie. I love going on message boards and complaining about games I haven't played. Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, that's Gamergate in general. Which is very sad. Super Paper Mario script will never stop being relevant. Yeah, a lot of people are unironically acting like that stupid iguana. Lizard thing, whatever. I think it's Chameleon, actually. Nope. Duster Buster, thank you kindly for the follow. Hey, Duster. Happy to have you here. Hey, Yoga, man. Have you been well, dude? I'm just currently drawing a certain invisible lady. A very visible, invisible lady. Doing the best we can. I'll see fair, man. Ups and downs and all arounds. I really hope you've been well. Honestly, Duster, I've been wanting to chat with you more for the longest time. Just been kind of busy myself. You know how it is. I have a long list of mutuals I just want to talk to more. And just interact more in general. Yeah. Honestly, same to you. Hey, happy to hear. Like, if I had, like, a better schedule in general, a better time zone, a family that wasn't as abrasive as it was, I'd pop in more into VCs, etc., etc. But I want to see if this year I can end up doing more voice chats, just more calls, more stuff in general, you know? I forgot the line names later. Line arts. That'll be dope. Yeah, yeah. Da, yada, da. Honestly, line art's probably like my favorite part of the art process. I've said this before already, but I just really like doing line art. It's very suiting to me. People have gone on record to say that my line art tends to be their favorite part of my art style. I can kind of, and so it's kind of why I've kind of like doubled down on it. I had to develop my own way of doing things. Try to keep the backsides wherever like less shadow. Also, it's where the Control Z gets used the most. Also true. Like, here's the thing, especially digital art, you can't be brought to you by the Artist Commission. Yeah, true. Like, here's the thing, as an artist, even digital arts, you can't, it's okay to undo. Like, yeah, digital art, you can't exactly undo a paper, so it's good to build skill. But at the same time, if we have the tools to do stuff, why not use them, you know? Like, all the fancy stuff, like stabilizers and stuff, they're all just tools at the end of the day. Like, I personally, like, this actually comes as a shock to some people. I don't really use stabilizers in Clip Studio. As you can see over here, kind of hard to tell because of the thing. As you can see here, my stabilization is only set to 5. I don't really have stabilized on Clip Studio Paint very well. I just find it a bit more natural about it. Now, that wasn't always the case. I used to leave that thing like 100%. It was crazy. But I mostly did that back when I had like an Intuos and not a screen tablet. Now that I have a screen tablet that my eyes can see where my actual pen is, I found the lack of stabilizers to help me out in general. I still feel like I need some of it, hence why it's set to 5% and not zeroed out entirely. So I feel like that does help it feel a bit more natural. It kind of like the very minimal amount of stabilizers almost mimics how the actual friction on paper. If that makes sense. That's how I see it, at least. It doesn't, not the same tactile feel, of course, but you know, doesn't have to be. Da, 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 da. I've been trying to get into Bloons again. I really regret not getting Bloons TD6 on the Epic Game Store when it was free. I'm gonna regret that the rest of my life. I don't really have the money to buy it right now either. That sucks. Like, Bloons hit the... Like, I've watched a video on the history of Bloons. It was neat, but I kind of, like, didn't really, like, focus on it a bit. Then I decided to watch it again. Then I went on to the Bloons, like, Ninja Kiwi's YouTube channel. Saw it was still getting updated. I think they had, like, a roguelike mode now. How that works in a tower defense game, I have no idea. But still. And I was like, man, this. And then I saw they also had like animated shorts, and I was like, man, Bloons is doing that one thing I like of a game with a cute, silly art style, but actually has bonkers lore. And now I kind of want to get into the series. Yeah, Bloons CD6, lucky. Evating hero characters and random units. Yeah, I figure. Like at the end of the day, that's all you can really do. Like new maps and new characters, new towers, basically. The heroes are like special towers, essentially, right? From what I can understand, that seems how they work. They're special heroes? Okay, let's make sure. From what I can understand of also the Bloons community, the Cobra is like the most overpowered thing ever. They're special towers that can't be replicated. Okay, makes sense. They can only have one of each. Makes sense. Everyone loves the dual wielding sword one. Yeah, I saw her. I seen some YouTube shorts of her. And also they had like an Adventure Time crossover, which is very weird to me. Like it was an actual like flash game on Cartoon Network, I think. Also on phones for some reason. How does that make sense? As Cartoon Network did have like a big mobile push. That makes sense at least. I like how in the Adventure Time crossover, the super monkey was just the biggest narcissist on the planet. And hindsight, that explains why for a while, I saw like an obscene amount of Bloons fan art of all varieties. We're talking about cute stuff. A surprising amount of 18 up fan art, but just surprising. There's funny monkeys all around. Funny monkeys I want to see come back are the Peepos. God, I wish Ape Escape was back. Ape Escape was so good. An artist I really like actually did a recent drawing of Donkey Kong with a Peepo monkey. Very fun. All fictional monkeys being friends is such a funny idea. Agreed. Like, I should just draw, like, Spectre hanging out with Donkey Kong one day. Too bad Sony is doing all the wrong things like this gen. Like 8 live service games canceled. And then the one live service game that came to life got pulled like in a week. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Sony is never gonna live Concord down. Like, even years and years, Concord's never gonna just be a blip on the map. It's gonna be a stain on their portfolio, I think forever, personally. Because here's the thing, the Wii U may have been a console that failed in the long run, but at least none of it, all of its games survived for more than a week. I'd argue that the Concord was a bigger gaming fumble than anything the Wii U, because the Wii U at the end of the day, it still made money in a way. It was easily overshadowed by their Game of the Year. That too. that Astrobot came out right alongside Concord is very funny to me. It also helped pave the way for the Switch. Exactly. Like Nintendo, like the Wii U failing in the end of the day was a net positive because it gave us the Switch concept. Without the Switch, honestly, we wouldn't even have most handheld gaming PCs. Stuff like the Steam Deck and stuff, you know? To be honest, also in terms of color, I'm probably gonna do like her white outfit in Marvel Rivals. But to be honest, on Reed, I actually prefer the first family colors, the blue, the one with blue, you know. That's a me thing personally, but you know, like Reed is my duelist main in this game in Marvel Rivals. Whenever I get to play duelist, which admittedly isn't often, but when I do, I play Mr. Fantastic. It's very fun. I don't even manage to mess up the concept of a PS5 with a screen thing. God, I'm gonna be honest, the PlayStation Portal, what they called, it just hurts my brain. Like, they even launched an update to the thing that lets it be booted up and everything without an actual PS5, but it's still very stupid. Like, what portable game console requires a constant internet connection to stream games onto it? And that's not a portable console at that point. Honestly, I also noticed in terms of my line art, what usually takes me the longest is like the face and stuff. Portable but insanely inconvenient. Exactly. Makes sense. Faces are complex. Yeah. These are just the small details. Usually when it's like the rest of the body, you can start doing like big strokes and everything. The hands are also basic nemesis of pencils. True. Lady foreshadowing. Clever. I'm just glad I managed to draw it in a way that includes the 4 because I felt like I feel like the 4 was kind of like a necessary part to keep in the design. In the actual model, I have a picture of the model open on my second monitor. I have a you can see the the 4 kind of like is like a staple onto it, kind of like it's kind of like a patch. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna try to draw it like embedded onto the thing, which in my opinion looks a bit neater. Like, you know, they could probably do that more because it's a 3D model. So I would like to get into 3D modeling sometime. I mess around with Blender, and I saw my friends, a few friends, working on making their own like little 3D models for what's called for their own 3D models for Mario 64. My pal Vox made it. I think Zon made two of his characters too. I'm kind of interested to try doing that. Make Super Matthew 64. That'll be fun. Mario 64 model of Max win. Probably Matthew first. Here's the thing, if I make a model of Max, he needs to include Leonidas. Max only fits in these kind of things if I can somehow include Leo organically. Like here's the thing, I've even have an idea of like a what's it called, of like stuff like Bakugan and Beyblade with Max, because I can make Leonidas the Beyblade slash Bakugan, you know? Oh wait, I actually have a way of drawing. Oh, that's how they do it. I can do that better. That's actually a bit better. Hold on. This is actually a perfect okay, perfect ref. Hold on. Actually, much better. Hold on. Gonna join back up in a bit. Take your time. Yeah, that's actually much better. Much more low natural curve, you know? Oh, Susan Storm, the woman you are. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Susan actually came out a lot better in my style than I was expecting. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like my style ends up looking a bit too young and kiddie sometimes. I'm glad I managed to make a more, like, older character. Like, obviously, Susan Storm's a bombshell, but she is also a mom of 2 kids. So, like, you know. Hello, Chaos. I hope you're well. Chaos with a C, not Chaos with a K, my frequent commissioner. This guy commissioned a comic from me recently. Who pinged me? Hold on. That was a friend of mine. I suppose. I actually understand that. Ups and downs, all arounds. Time's it? It's already 8 o'clock. Dang. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this today, but I probably at least get the line art and flats done today. I want to mostly do a lot of cool effects for the shield stuff. Probably something I'm going to work on. I might work on a bit on my own time after the stream, or I can just stream it directly, who knows. Stream until I finish. I'm currently drawing the Invisible Woman. Good old Susan Storm. I hope he's paying me. Of course. Thank you, Noel, for paying me. I know you're here in the chat, bucko. She also has some of these little designs on the side of her outfit, but I'm not gonna do those. I do like Marvel Rivals, but I do feel like sometimes the outfits are complicated for the sake of being complicated. Not like Marvel Rival style, not Marvel. I like MCU style complicated, just a little bit more extra detail than usual. Not bad though. I think it adds extra detail in a way that's like sensible. Like especially Sue, because the Fantastic Four's outfit are meant to be their outfits are meant to synergize with their abilities. Like that's also canonically the reason why Johnny isn't playable yet. His outfit isn't done yet. Like, in the lore of Marvel Rivals, Reed still has to make a suit for Johnny, because if Johnny uses his powers, he's gonna use up all the oxygen inside the Invisible Woman's force field, and they're gonna suffocate to death. So Reed needs to finish that suit. So blame Reed for not having Johnny yet. What? What do you mean? Yeah, she put the barrier. Yes, because if she puts down the barrier, I like my little bird. She puts down the barrier, they're gonna be eaten by vampires. So yeah, they kind of need the barrier. It's not her fault. I gotta have a lot of colored liner to do, don't I? Is what it is. I'm sorry, I can't stay long, but I gotta go. No worries, Chaos. Thank you for tuning in. I'm more of curiosity. I'm gonna check out my Twitter's looking. Yeah, about what I expected. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Sue's about to hit, the work in progress is about to hit 1,000. Is about to hit like a thousand likes. Of course it is. Susan Storm, truly the woman that you are. Probably just better to use a ruler for this. Hi, Beck. I'm Matt. I'm sorry I had to do it. What's that noise? I hear like a little like game sound effect. Is that your phone? Okay. I hear like a beep, beep. I had no idea what it was. And I just realized, but is anything of note ever coming up on any front? Um, I have an interview on well, not really an interview, but I have a potential. I'm meeting up with someone on Friday that could potentially give me a job. So excited for that. Yeah, excited. I'm unemployed for like 2 years. Kind of need work. Commissions will end up being a bit slow if I do get that, but hopefully the job is an art related job too, so maybe able to just draw a bit more in general. If anything, I might be able to do more. Anyway, I feel like January and February are always like the most empty months. Yeah, so to an extent. Surprisingly, I'm getting more commissions this month than I did last month, so it's very confused because December tends to be the busiest month for me. The place celebrate costume themed carnivals in February. That's true. One of the funniest things of having a post blow up on Twitter is looking at the profile pictures and seeing if the people who, if the like super well drawn art is just a random person who happens to have a really neat profile picture, or if it's an actual artist. If it's an actual artist, so it's a new person to follow. You honestly see the same for video games. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Video games don't really tend to sell a lot and don't really tend to launch a lot this general time period. Mostly just because of the money. Like people spend more in spend more in December holidays, that kind of stuff, holiday season, and during the summer vacation. That's when video games sell the most. So that's when you usually see a lot of big game sales. You know, games obviously do launch this period, but it's never like any of like the big holiday titles. You know, with some exceptions. Like Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush came out. I think January last year. Yeah. I find it funny that some directors straight up pitch games on April 1st, not because they were fools, because it's literally the first day of fiscal year. Yeah, that is kind of funny. Like, yeah, in terms of fiscal stuff, we're still fiscal year 2024. Yeah, 2024. If I was 2026 for a second. Uh, Honestly, in terms of games, there's not really any games I want to buy. I was kind of going off about balloons, but it's kind of like a small thing. I don't really need that right now. I don't really need that at the moment. More so, like, I'm really excited for, like, the Switch 2 and whatever games it comes with. If the Switch 2 does come out, I'm gonna see if I can snag the Switch with whatever Mario Kart bundle it launches with. It's gonna launch with Mario Kart. It was the first game to reveal for this console. It's gonna launch with Mario Kart. Maybe I want to snag Jamboree. I actually haven't bought any of the Switch Mario Parties. I didn't get it because I saw Brothership first. That's fair. You want to get spoiled? Yeah, it's fair. I still haven't finished Brothership. I mean, it's been a busy end of the year. I have to get finished that soon. I just gotta finish lining her legs, and we've been here for about an hour already. Not bad. I think I can finish this in the next 10 minutes. Probably not, but yeah, we'll try. And our one of these. So the next Switch party is not going to come for a while. Maybe. Like, well, the Switch 2 is backwards compatible, so like, there's not really a reason for a new Mario Party when we just got one, you know? Like, Mario Kart is like Mario Kart, you'd say, well, Mario Kart 8 is playable on Switch 2. Why are we getting a new Mario Kart? Easy. Because the Mario Kart 8, we had the huge deal, came out at the beginning of the Switch's console life, and then we got a huge DLC pack for it, which ended in a big hurrah, basically. So obviously the second console would probably have a focus on Mario Kart. Do I have a line here? To be fair, if I want to play Mario Party, I can always just play Mario Party 3. I have NSO. I like Mario Party 3. I think it's probably the best of the N64 games. Strange how you're always coming on YouTube to watch these streams, but I'm like the only one usually. Yeah, I've noticed the YouTube side of my chat is honestly pretty quiet, generally. I've looked at my analytics. People do tune in on the YouTube side. It doesn't tend to chat a lot. To the point where I end up kind of struggling to look at the YouTube chat consistently, so my apologies there, Yuko. Yeah, like I multi-stream. I just tend to have an emphasis on Twitch. Mostly because I want my YouTube to be for my actual videos. But speaking of which, I gotta make another video eventually. Ugh. Yeah, busy. What can I do? That doesn't really work. And more Sly Cooper. Maybe a Sly Cooper video. I have that Puyo Puyo video recorded, and I just gotta make some more sprites, edit it all together. I had the footage and everything. I don't know why I haven't made it yet. So much to do, solo time. A Puyo Puyo video? Yeah, I basically redid my original Puyo Puyo trilogy. I say trilogy, but I basically did 3 Puyo Puyo videos. 2 of them were both on the first game. I'm redoing that one. Yeah, piqued my Jelly Fiend puzzler interest. We'll see. Is Mega Man Zero Sushi God? Yeah. Guys, I really like her Marvel Rivals design. The Marvel Rivals designs tend to hit that balance of being a bit overcomplicated, at the same time just having just enough more detail to kind of feel like decent evolutions. Like I can see like actual animated shows being like this. No. Again, I'm like, are we going to size of her foot a little bit, because it does look a little small. Just a little bit. Howdy, hi Crystal. Sounds like when the artists aren't being filmed to doing close but not quite actor resemblance, we can actually get something interesting. Oh, 100%. Here's the thing, they even did that with the MCU skins. But I like think these are probably the best MCU skins in pretty much anything. They're very fun. I really don't know what to say at the moment, so I'm really quiet. No problem, Yuko. Like, you don't need to be super active in chat, don't worry. Just being here is enough for me. Everyone looks pretty pog, and the internet agrees, Lamau. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the internet so thirsty over Psylocke. And I love Psylocke. I love Marvel's Capcom. I love Psylocke. Psylocke has always been one of my favorite characters. I'm gonna start wearing a t-shirt that goes with like, I like the Marvel cast before Marvel Rivals. I like this Marvel character before Marvel Rivals made them more mainstream. I liked Squirrel Girl. I didn't really like the art style of some of the older comics, but I liked the comics in general. Without your light and Wily on vacation. ZMC and Marvel Rivals. To be honest, this is kind of a big brain idea. I would like to see them do a collaboration with IDW, just so we could potentially get Raphael and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Marvel Rivals. That would be awesome. I saw my reference, Raphael. Pretty much. Weird thing, TMNT is just about close enough to superhero media, Lamau. It is! Like TMNT is literally they're just superheroes, basically. They're superheroes without their secret identity. And that's not even right. That's not even right, because Raphael regularly goes out, like, in his trench coat look, you know? Which reminds me of a recent comic I saw on Blue Sky of, like, Ben Grimm bumping into, like Raphael. Because they both go out with the same, like, trench coat. It's really fun. I'm not 90% sure Raphael's trench coat is based on Ben Grimm's. Same thing with Hellboy. Like, they were both in Injustice. Like, man, that'll be cool. Alright, line art's done. Alright, now for flats. For flats, I'm actually going to be taking a bit from a friend of mine's coloring scheme. Let's just put a little bit of shine. Take a bit from my pal Drevod's coloring scheme of Invisible Woman. I think I just like his color choice. I'm gonna tweak a little bit, but I just find it a bit more sensible. So, that'll be fun. Make the liner blue and color invisible. Done. I actually do plan on having like a bit of an invisible gradient, which I will do probably later. Which I'll probably show off what I mean later. No, Marvel Rivals is, but like I usually don't play on it. Yeah, that's fair. Like, at the end of the day, Marvel Rivals is just a hero shooter. It's gonna go into, like, the general thing. I was never really big on hero shooters, to be honest. I played TF2. I played Overwatch. I like these builds. I like the games, but it never really clicked with me. Marvel Rivals clicks with me because I'm a huge comics nerd. Like, I love comics. Comics are, like, my favorite medium in storytelling. So, I was all over Marvel Rivals, genuinely. I thought Invisible Woman's deal was bigger heals, but a lot less damage than her supports. But according to French, she's still busted there too. Oh yeah, Invisible Woman's Her basic shot, it pierces. It pierces enemies and allies. So like it boomerangs. So she shoots she shoots one thing. It goes through both your tanks, healing them. It deals damage. It comes back, dealing damage and healing back. Her healing and damage is busted. Her little bomb deals a ridiculous amount of damage. She can get so many good environment kills. Jesus. Solak's new friends made her even more popular. Yeah, he had the new blood skin. Could be funny when all 4 Fantastic get added. Well, yeah, the Thing and Johnny Storm are getting added mid-season. Like, we knew that already. Make her skin a bit reddish. A bit redder. Not too dark. Any more parts of her skin showing up? No, just her face. That works. I just wish I could rebind abilities per hero, so you can. Like, it's in the options. You can rebind per hero. I think you can, at least. Yeah, but you should be able to. He is not an oh shit button. I think to press it. Yeah, same. Personally, I ended up rebinding the melee attack. The melee attack in general. I rebind to one of my mouse buttons. My front mouse button. My mouse button has two arrows on the side. I use 2 arrows on the side. I don't use these for anything, but I figured I'd rebind them just because I don't find V a very intuitive button to press in the middle in a hero shooter. Personally, you know. So I always panic, press shift, and throw the stupid force bomb. I have mouse situation buttons, and I keep forgetting to bind something useful. Honestly, yeah, it kind of happens. I probably should have done like the darker shade of gray for this one. Can't wait till Luna Snow gets added a third white blonde with the other bit. Wait, who? Like we have Dagger, we have Sue Storm. Who's the other one? Emma Frost. Oh, right, Emma Frost, the Ice Queen gal. Well, not Ice Queen. Her thing is like turning into diamonds. If I'm mistaken. Yeah, her stick is diamonds. I always found that very funny. Like, her name is Emma Frost. Her name is Emma Frost. You'd think she'd be about ice. We're a Mario Kart, Mario Party type of player. That's fair. Mario Party is also very fun. I play it more if I had more friends. That just got very depressing all of a sudden. All around me are familiar faces. Remember the whole fake heroes and data mine thing? I did. I also looked at. I also think it's that's kind of BS if I'm being 100% honest. I don't think they're actually doing that. You know. This is not. Think you have a hot take about this, if it's true? Yeah, sure, what's up? As you just pointed, Pasta Pot Pete and Jubilee are fake, and that's true. They're way out their choice than the ones that stayed. Hitmonkey is the same fucking industry plant wacky as Jeff. I'm not sorry. Jeff is not an industry plant. I love him. Like, I'm not gonna have. I have no ill intent towards Jeff, because the guy who made Jeff is the same person who's writing the absolute Wonder Woman comics, and those comics are absolutely amazing. So like, I have absolutely no qualms with Jeff. I love Jeff. He's a good boy. Luna, Industry Plant is a weird. I find Industry Plant to also be kind of like a very weird like insult too, in my opinion. Like a very weird insult too, in my opinion. Isn't it? They're pushing him so hard it's annoying. I don't see it. Like, all they did was give him one extra skin. They drew him. They started making him cute. People respond well to it. I think the better term is AstroTurf. That, I'll admit, is probably better. I didn't say that they're that he's an industry plant to make people love him. No, people do love Jeff. What they're doing is, because people like Jeff, they are putting him everywhere. Like, that, I'll admit, is one thing. I don't really classify as industry plant. Industry plant is more so a character nobody likes, like basically nobody likes, but they try to push on people regardless because they're trying to make people like him. They can almost create the illusion that people like this character or this concept to sell more, basically. Alright, basic flats are done. Apply a bit of a blush. So evil Batman, evil Superman. Basically, yeah. Why not? In simple terms, it's the reason why I have issues with like the Snyderverse. The Snyder movies, the Zack Snyder Justice League movies, and like his DC movies. Hot take, they aren't bad per se. The problem is that Zack Snyder objectively doesn't really like superheroes. Like, he doesn't. He likes to draw gods that trying to be people, not people trying to be heroes. And here's the thing, Zack Snyder, when he's given a material that he likes and I think works well with him, I think he's a pretty decent director. I don't think he's like the god director some people make him out to be. Snyderverse fans are weird. I don't think he's a bad director. I just don't think he was a good choice for DC. I think Silver Age Wacky feels better than Haha Shark Puppy. Ooh, funny monkey. Okay, no, but Hitmonkey is actually pretty fun. Like, have you seen Hitmonkey's show? He's surprisingly a good character. Hitmonkey to me is on the same level almost as Detective Chimp, if that makes sense. Detective Chimp is a very fun character. As for Jeff, well, yeah, I'll admit Shark Puppy isn't necessarily original, but they do it well. I can't even complain. All right, now that those are done, I can start doing some line art. Colored line art. Okay, here's the part that's probably gonna be a bit annoying. I had to color all this. Start with her hair first. Like I say, I want to make her hair a bit cooler. So like, Comics are better when it's imaginative story. Agreed. That's why European comics have a distinction. Yeah, agreed. Can I just be disappointed about the glue pod guy? I think it would have been cool to sell these lesser known shit. Look, that shit sold me on this. Yeah, no. To be honest, I was surprised when I saw Cloak and Dagger too. I agree. Like, no, I completely agree with you. I would have loved Pasta Pot Pete. You know, I think he would have been he would have been wacky. When I saw the Hood be a character too, I was also a bit surprising. The Hood is not as lesser known, but he's not like a big hitter even. I would love more lesser known characters. I would say at the same time, I also don't really mind. They're like more like they're slightly more popular picks. Here's the thing, the people is definitely saying Jeff is like an industry plant. Jeff has been has been consistently their most popular character on their mobile app. So like I understand why they put Jeff in. Luna Snow and Lin Lia are also like both like Marvel's they both originated from Marvel mobile games, so it makes sense they would be in a Marvel hero shooter. All right, now here comes the annoying part. Making colored line out of all this jazz. Oh boy. All right, let's start with this light bluish color. Now here's a fun question. What's up? Who would you add to help with the less amount of villains? Ooh, the villain lineup. Okay. So, Ultron's already is gonna be added. He was one of my first picks. Villains. Okay, give us Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo would be a pretty good choice. Baron Zemo. Crimson Dynamo. God, Crimson Dynamo. I would love Crimson Dynamo. He'd be so cool. Dynamo. Magneto's already a thing. Sabretooth. Sabretooth would be really cool. I can see him as like as a brawler alternative to Black Panther. He'd be really awesome. Kraven. Oh, Kraven the Hunter. He'd be so cool. Kraven. Oh, he'd be so cool. Mysterio. Mysterio would also be cool. Mysterio support. Mysterio the support character. Imagine Mysterio joins and he gets people. He turns on friendly fire. That would be amazing. It's all being friendly fire. That would be very fun. Who else? Yeah, Kraven would probably be the best way to recover from the stupid movie. I would say like the Spider variants from Spider-Verse, but realistically, like they probably add them as like more Peter Parker skins. Spider-Punk's a Spider-Man skin, so like Spider Noir, that'll be a fun skin. Obviously, we have to have Doctor Doom. He's in the game. We're gonna get playable Doom eventually. That'll be way too cool. Returns everyone to Mysterio and Friendly Fire would be so fucking cool. Yeah, I agree. Like that's the one idea everyone has for Mysterio. And I gotta agree, it'll be probably the most awesome thing they can do. I'm gonna use this color on both the light blue and this little gray thing I have. Like who else? Villains. Wasn't there a good villain I could add? Obviously, we need Thanos eventually. Thanos has to be here. I love Mr. Negative in Rivals. Dude, Mr. Negative would also be cool. Like, imagine Mr. Negative as, like, a debuffer. That would be a really cool idea for a character. You know? Imagine basically the anti-Mantis, where Mantis gives team buffs. Imagine Mr. Negative debuffing. Ooh, Doc Ock! Doc Ock 2! God, he would be really cool. Like, yeah, imagine, like, Doc Ock with, like, Moji, with Moji's moveset from Paladins. Moji's whole shtick in that game is basically she can, she has, like, Moji's shtick in Paladins is that she's on a little... Moji and Friends, that's her title. She's on this little, like, dragon thing. It has two heads. One head has, like, a continuous stream, like a flamethrower, and the other head gives, like, a little bursting. It's kind of like Jeff, where he has one fire that heals and one shot. Imagine one that just a version of that just deals damage, you know? That'd be really fun. Red Skull, the racism passive. Oh god. Honestly, Dormammu would really be cool. Would be really cool too. Like Doctor Strange's main villain, Dormammu, the Dread Dormammu. We need Ghost Rider. The problem with Ghost Rider is I don't think it's gonna happen because China has very strict rules in terms of showing death. But Ghost Rider would be so cool. Okay, because this leg is in front of the other lines, I'm not gonna color this one in. Because I like to give me some contrast. Okay, you're changing my mind about Rivals. Dude, Ghost Rider would be so cool. Red Skull Special Day gets banned immediately. Changing my mind about Marvels. I love Marvel Rivals, man. I love comic books in general. I know Deadpool isn't a villain per se, but I think it'd be funny if he was in Rivals and it's also similar to that one Marvel's Capcom game where he beats you up with something from the UI. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, that would be very fun. Sandman as a tank, that would also be cool. God, so many cool characters to add. Hi, Fenrir. Honestly, the entire Spider-Man Rogues gallery would be pretty cool. We need some more of a darker purple just to match up with the other thing here. The entire Spider-Man Rogue gallery would be pretty cool to have. And I felt like this is like 90% Spider-Man villains. Spider-Man's Rogue gallery is cool, man. We all want Spider-Man's Rogue gallery. Like, okay, how about the Super Skrull? The Super Skrull. We're already getting the Fantastic Four. Well, let's get a character like Super Skrull in it then. Sorry, Marvel's Capcom. Why not? I still gotta do it on the other side, on the other hand too. Let's get Sentinel 2 more shopping MVC. That would also be really cool. Also, Spider-Man all had Spider-Man quips. I've been seeing people want Carnage. I feel like Carnage would be too similar to Venom, even though they are separate characters in general. Like, I know that. I feel like they just play a bit too similarly. I want Yondu from Guardians, the whistle guy. That would be cool, but I think in lore, he's currently rotting in the kiln. Because that's just Star Wars lore in general. Like, obviously, we had to get Thanos eventually. That'll be fun. Actually, yeah, Drax and Gamora. They are mentioned in Star-Lord's lore. Probably gonna get him eventually. Dude, Taskmaster. Taskmaster 2, that'd be so cool. Great like Avengers' April Fool's skin. Yeah, that will be fun too. Yeah, to take it from various multiverses, I can see Yondu. I suppose that makes sense. Like a different multiverse version of him. I know Kingpin's just a fucking guy, but make him fight Fire vs. Island tank. Honestly, yeah, that'll be cool. Dude, Daredevil. We need Daredevil. Imagine his thing gives his passive was like a sonar ability, essentially. Dude, Daredevil would be so cool. We need Daredevil in this game. Lesser color Daredevil. Oh no, no, ew! I don't like the yellow suit. Daredevil needs the if we're gonna put Matt, he needs the red suit. The red suit is just objectively better. Okay, let me just say I love the Marvel movies, but you know when you kind of don't like a game because of a bit? That's how I feel. I like Marvel stuff, I just know how to feel about Marvel, I was not gonna lie. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, honestly, I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, I struggle to, like, 100% do that, because I don't really like the MCU. Like, the MCU is kind of overstayed its welcome for me. But Marvel in general, I grew up with those comics. I grew up with the games. I grew up with a bunch of stuff. So I struggle to see it that way, you know? Like, I do see your point, Yuko. Juggernaut, God, Gambit, Juggernaut, that would be so cool. I look, it started to interest me for Marvel. I straight up only owned one trade because it was a character that was interested in me. If you want to know what's frustrating, that one Spider-Man show that's coming out, you know, the weird animated one that's CG, but they're trying to mimic old comic book style. I really wanted to like that show. An artist I really enjoyed was working on the original 2D animated version of it before it shifted to 3D, and she was still on the project, but I can tell she's not as into it as she once was. The animation looks bad. It looks unfinished. I don't like it. I don't like the animation style, and it sucks because I know animation's hard. I don't like saying that because I know these people put a lot of hard work, but I just don't like it. I hope the writing is good. And while I was still pensive, today an article comes out about Peter Parker's voice actor saying that he was so worried that the writing would be woke and annoying. And I'm just like, why? I want to like this show, man. I want to like this show. Why? Also, if we're talking characters, hot take, let's add Galacta into the playable roster. Like, she's already in the game. Let's have her shrink down and just have some fun, you know? I would not mind Galacta. She's fun. Holy crap, Noelle Friday Night Pumpkin real? Holy crap, Noelle, are you actually animating this? Perfect. Who pinged me? No, it was literally the ping I'm on right now. Are you kidding me? Galacta mocking people and calling her cringe. Obviously, Doom should make it. Bro had to ruin it for you, Lo. Don't laugh at my pain. Ugh. That's really frustrating. Okay, there's base shadows. We're about an hour and a half in. That's not base shadows. Those are line. I'm still doing line art. Ugh. Right, let's try to do shading first. So, go ahead. Turn on white. Why are you white? White woman jump scare. Let's do the space shadows. Despite for a friend's mod, they wanted a ref me in the style. Boyfriend proportion. Short stack Noe is real. Oh god. Is that Dagger? No, it's not Dagger. It's Susan. It's Sue Storm. I did draw my friend Chaos in him and his fiance in Cloak and Dagger cosplay. That was fun. They look the same to me. No, I will. It's the it's the worst thing possible. Like when there's a Cloak and Dagger and a Sue Storm on the enemy team, it is impossible to tell which is which. The unexpected jump scare. Like genuinely, their colors blend into each other. Like they have enough animation and ability difference to tell, but in the heat of the moment, and it's a very busy game, you are not gonna tell a difference. You can tell it's not Dagger because he's not turning to a black guy when you look at them. Ugh. Hey, have you seen a pic of them together in the logo for White Chick? It kills me. That is a good picture, yeah. Oh wait, I don't do nothing like that. What the? Okay, good. I was very worried for a second. I was doing the wrong thing. I was just literally just coloring it. I'm an idiot. Dagger's so catty, it's funny. I do like Cloak and Dagger's personality in the game. Like, here's my hot take. I was never really super interested in Cloak and Dagger. Like, growing up. They never really, like, super interested in me. I do like them as a duo. But they were never, like, super interesting to me. Just in general. My eyes. What happened? Too much white? I know it's a white woman, but don't worry. Don't worry, the white woman won't be here for long. Oh, it took me here seeing that saying co-op time. I used to hear glow up time. Here. Pull the layer, Crunk. I know them because of Maximum Carnage SNES. So like at a glance, I did not realize who they were in Marvel Rivals. Which is very funny to me because Cloak and Dagger are a legacy character. I just feel like they're very underutilized. They have been more utilized lately. They even have a show, for God's sake. I don't know, they just didn't feel like they haven't been used enough for me. It also doesn't help that old comics are very particularly not good, especially in regards to Cloak. Once again, Marvel comics in the 2000s, I have some rose-tinted glasses for old comics, but I can't deny all the crap that happens in old comics, both like Golden Age era and in like 2000s. Because Jesus Christ, there's a lot of sexism, racism, homophobia. Like, genuinely a lot. It kind of breaks my brain. God dang, in the Ultimate Marvel comics, the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are a couple, and their siblings. Ultimate Marvel comics used to be genuinely dog water. I don't like them. Now, they gave us Miles Morales and the Maker, two of my favorite characters. But the Ultimate Marvel comics suck. Ultimate Marvel comics are absolute dog water. I hate them. Nobody likes the two of them being a couple. Not just that, like, Ultimate Marvel, like, I feel like Ultimate Marvel's entire... We'll get you canceled for it. Here's the thing, Ultimate Marvel's entire pitch really was... Like, the pitch of Ultimate Marvel is that, like, this is what heroes in the real world would look like. And, like, no, I don't like the idea that the realistic heroes are heroes that are people who fall to base instincts and the worst of humanity. No. Like, the whole shtick is kind of why Reed Richards becomes the Maker, which is one of the greatest comic book villains of all time, not gonna lie. And I like that. I like Reed Richards in that, but I also feel like Reed Richards is an exception because it's Reed Richards. It's Marvel's first main... Like, obviously, Marvel had other superheroes, obviously, before Reed Richards, but he's the first part of the first family. It's Reed Richards. Everyone loves Reed Richards. They're a couple or they're siblings. Oh, how all of Twitter described Cloak and Dagger. No, Cloak and Dagger are a couple. Like, they're actually a couple. They're not siblings. They kind of like grew up together, but they are a couple. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's not really a thing. It's very like, I don't get why people thought they were siblings. Like, genuinely. I guess they see a white girl and a black guy, and they automatically think they have to be siblings or just friends. I don't know. It's weird. scroll up in our DMs and the goon clip always gets me. Having shrimp while drinking my Gatorade. I think people just err on the side of caution these days. That's fair. Like, it's 100%, it's worth erring on the side of caution, but like, if you just ask and someone gives you a straightforward answer, it's not that bad. Like, it's better than the people who actively ship Nezuko and Tanjiro in Demon Slayer, actively knowing that the plot really is that they're siblings. I don't want to be called gooners. That's fair. Meanwhile, I don't know what stip I suffered in that game. It basically made me go, okay, yeah, they are a couple. Like, even then, Cloak and Dagger actually being a couple isn't even necessarily consistent even. Like, sometimes they are just good friends. Sometimes they do, or sometimes they were a couple and they broke up, just like any superhero. But because they're a team, think of it kind of like how like a band tends to stay together even if they have troubles because they work together, you know. Like, yeah, they're not siblings. I don't know why people thought they were. I once saw these two guys show, and everyone was just like, it turned out they were siblings. If you want to find something funny, I'm a big fan of Detective Conan and Phantom Kid. I think we need more healthy couples in comics. That's why I love Susan Storm and Reed Richards. Like, yes, Reed can handle all that. Sue does like the big nerd. Like, yes, Sue Storm and Reed Richards are like one of the best couples in all of comics. I like more of these two, please. More people like this. And don't get me started on Paul. Oh, Spider-Man fans, you have it the worst. Paul. Ugh. I can make him better. Exactly. The fact Twitter hates straight couples is crazy. I'm not gonna say Twitter in a whole. Like, here's the thing. I have noticed that there are a very big level of people who generally don't like straight couples in media. Some for justifiable reasons, because non-straight couples have been somewhat stigmatized over the years. On the other hand, I do find some things, an ability to appreciate established stories just for the sake of it, also kind of eh. Like, Garen and Katarina in League of Legends, for example, are probably the most popular ship in that entire game. And when Katarina was shown in the Noxus thing, people were already wanting to, because it was animated by the people who animated Arcane, people wanted to ship her with LeBlanc, or even say she was Vi and Caitlyn's kid. And I was just like, no, we're not reworking the story, because believe it or not, some people actually like the lore of League of Legends. I like the lore of League of Legends. My issue is everyone has to make someone gay. I'm like, hey, you don't have to do that. Yeah, you don't really have to, but at the same time, you're not hurting anyone in particular, you know? It's more like when like fandom itself tries to do things, less of the actual material itself. It's when the fandom tries to police everything someone does that goes you the wrong way. If a character is actively explained to be gay or anything, I don't mind it at all. If a character tries, if people end up being policed, like headcanons be policed, that's why that's a no-go for me. When fan is in canon is hysterical, pretty much. Like, that kind of reminds me, I kind of want to respond to everything like that. Like, the recent Pokemon anime had English dub had Larry say, in the real world, your headcanon rules don't apply. Very fun. What's Digital Circus? Oh god, yeah, Digital Circus kind of getting the brunt of it too. I think they could be really funny with Paul. Either make him a normal Mictos white dude to have his cloak for MJ, or do like when Flash was Venom or JJ had a robot. Here's the thing with here's the problem with Paul. Really is the fact that they actually show him to be actively in a toxic relationship with MJ, and it feels like they're unwilling to commit to either them breaking up or actually having the two together, which is what really is frustrating people. Like, just let Peter be happy, man. It's not that hard. My little brother just sent me a question thing. Hold on. I said thing. I don't really want to need to nerf Black Panther. What are we gonna do? happening? I just saw this Winter Soldier ult like 7 times. 8. Why is this how you get Black Panther? What's Winter Soldier? Another reason why they nerfed Black Panther. Wait, what? What the actual hell? This what? I just saw Winter Soldier ult like 10 times. What the? These people traumatized. I think this Winter Soldier just traumatized an entire team. What the actual hell? When it comes to ships, the My Hero Academia community is cooked. Oh, don't get me started on those two. On those ones. Yeah, the MHA community is honestly kind of Battlefield. Here's the thing, Bakudeku is a cute-ish ship. I don't really like Bakugo much as a character, if I'm being 100% honest. I find their attempts to humanize him kind of eh. If they actually made him a bit more sinister, I wouldn't mind, if I'm being honest. At the same time, I do kind of like the angle they went for, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, MJ with a different guy, but Conrad are alert salty, so he's gotta be a jackass, I guess. Oh yeah, 100%. Like 100%. Yeah, that's the thing. Like people, like writers have given Spider-Man other girls. Like he's interactive romantically with plenty of other girls, not just MJ, Felicia. I think there was one comic where they had Luna Snow around his age, where you ship with him too. Gwen Stacy was the big one. Now, Gwen Stacy, the Spider-Gwen, they tend to ship a lot with Miles. But at the same time, it also makes sense to ship Spider-Gwen with Peter, particularly her universe's version of Peter, because, you know, like, they are friends there, too. Though, depending on the universe, he dies there, too, so. It all depends, you know? The point is, people like seeing Peter happy. Ironically, the modern Ultimate Spider-Man comics are the closest we've got, because it's Peter married to MJ and everything. Uncle Ben's alive and everything, too. What do you send me now? What is it? Okay, and the clip Joseph sent me, the Winter Soldier ulted 20 times in a row. These poor people had to hear again 19 times. I think they got traumatized after that. Here's the thing, the Winter Soldier's ult is one of the most skill-intensive ults in the game. But when you get a good Winter Soldier, it is terrifying. Whoever voiced Winter Soldier needs a raise, I swear to God. I have to make this a bit, the shadows a bit thicker, because, like, it is, like, meant to be a darker spot, or light behind everything, so I was planning on doing a little neat little effect here. First, I need him dubbed in Spanish. You give Peter more trauma. Honestly, Peter deserves a break. The Parker luck, you know? This kind of reminds me of a comic I've seen recently of, like, Peter basically going to his multiverse variants to ask, to basically complain about his life, and all the multiverse guys were basically, telling Peter that he's the only one who's that bad, and Peter's about to get depressed, but then all of Peter started laughing and saying, oh god, we actually got him. Like, no, don't worry, Peter, all of our lives suck. That's just kind of part of the job description of being Spider-Man. Like, one of the Peters apparently had cancer, and he was just joking it off. And it was like, and then 616 Peter's like, oh dang. All right, base showers are done. Dude, this is honestly her color scheme isn't even that complicated. Just gotta be smart with it. Like I say, I want to shade her hair to be bluish. This entire color scheme is gonna be leaning more on the blue side. Ooh. Ah. Lovely. Why are you saying no, Noel? What happened? The Spider-Man sadness. It's already straight fire. Thank you kindly, Alex. Still not quite done yet. So this is still the easy part of shading. I'm not trying to be like, I'm defending Paul Girl, but like, I can fix it. We can make something that Peter learn to be happy on his own. Honestly, I agree. Like, here's the thing. I do believe that there are oh, wrong layer. There are stories where Peter can, like, learn to adapt without MJ. I do think the Sam Raimi trilogy honestly did a pretty good job of that, ending with, like, Peter and MJ not being together, but I do feel like he deserved it there, you know? I'm in the opinion that actually could work, but at the same time, I just feel like 616 Peter has been through so much stuff. He's gotten together with MJ, but he sold his soul to the devil, a bunch of stuff. Like 616, of all the Peter Parkers who deserve to be with MJ, 616 Peter Parker needs to it's just not fair. It doesn't feel right, you know? Nope, wrong layer. Whenever I make a somewhat of a person character, I never make a backstory. I make it and just dump it like months later. It happens. Like, not everyone, like, I like to make characters consist frequently. I know some people just aren't as, into it, I suppose. Or just can't really, like, or struggle to make things in a way that they particularly enjoy. No shame in that. I barely shaded before, actually. That's why I make fighting game casts. Backstories are overrated, that's fair. Hey, I can't even complain, that's just fair. Meanwhile, I start with a plot, the consequences, and who will star in a plot. I just tend to start with a character. That's usually how I go through things. For the shadow outlines, I'm also going to only do outlines on the greatest part this time around, like on the gray and on her earrings. That's kind of it. I usually do that for all metal, but I did for Cloak and Dagger's outfit. It did come out good. I feel like it was just kind of muddle up this design a bit. Focus a bit more on like the actual line details instead. Basically, I asked, what happens if the bad guy wins? They go from there, have blood, this is how it play slap slow down. Hashtag ad. Do ads play on YouTube? I don't have ad revenue there, so I'm actually not sure. So and stories sound hard as that's why I don't do them. I come up with the dumbest shit imaginable. That's fair. Like, not everyone needs to make these massive stories. Sometimes people just want to make a character, a cute girl, because they find it fun, you know? And no shame in that. I usually get ads on stream, to be honest. Huh, interesting. Like, I can't really tell you. Like, I have no control over ads on the YouTube side. On Twitch, I can choose how frequently I do them, so I do them like every half hour. I would like to do less, but I'm kind of just doing what was recommended. That's about them. I mean, I like your characters. I mean, I've asked about Punchables. Like, if you could make, like, a plot, Punchables into, like, a plot, who would you make the protagonist? Like, genuine question. Like, of all the Punchable casts you made, who would be the protag, basically? Like, yeah, I'm assuming Brick, just because he's probably the most basic, and that's usually what you kind of want out of protagonist. Especially, like, depending on what you think. But, like, again, you're free to do whatever you want. You'll, like, make a story with him. I think I'd do a single product. Probably just be, like, the first 4. That's fair. little bit of glow now, some highlights. Beat 'em up plot type shit. Makes sense. Like RCG where they bumblefuck their way to solving some shit. Makes sense. Probably close to River City Girls 2, where like the dialogue technically changes depending on what character. Not really. Like, I appreciate the attempt in River City Girls 2, but man, I feel like River City Girls 1 was just a better, a more put together experience. River City Girls 2, I get the impression that like it's more River City Girls. It's bigger, but I don't think I can call it better. You know. I already basically based Dante off Kent from River City Girls 2. That's fair. Kent was fun. Yeah. I like fail boys like that. Because when the world's in danger, you don't need a knight. You need a guy who works at a random grocery store using a broom to beat bad guys. Yeah, that's fair. Or Pizza Man now works too. Yeah, that's fair. I like to usually I like to be a bit play some concepts straight a bit. Here's my thing. I don't think everything needs to be a big subversion, essentially. So there's nothing wrong with making characters that play things straight a bit, you know? Okay, that just have basically old tropes. If you use them well, no issue why, you know? No reason not to complain, you know? Hold on. 1.5 thousand likes on the work in progress. This finished version better get popular. All my catheter tropes. Nothing wrong with that. That versus the curse of work in progress traction. To be fair, the only one that really hit me like that was the Omega one I did a while ago. Oh, don't get me wrong. It was the Omega one that I did ages ago. Everything else I've done so far, work in progress wise, has stuck, gotten more popular. I can't really complain there. I just find it a bit frustrating, I guess, you know? It's been a fast 2 hours. Agreed. I kind of didn't realize it was already 2 hours. And been a bit of glow to add to showcase her using her powers. I'm probably gonna do a bit of rim lighting here. Oh, add. Glowing. Yeah, just adding a bit of rim lights. That's some lighting. Then I gotta add some ambient occlusion. I nearly forgot about that. Ambient occlusion is kind of what separates my quick doodles from my more out there pieces, you know? That's what we're talking about. What was I talking about again? I kind of forgot. Something about protagonists, right? Yeah, about your comic. Yeah, we talked about that thing. I mentioned that. Then I said, sorry, I kind of got zoned into doing my piece. My bad. Yeah, I locked in. Simply put. You good? Eh, much appreciated. Sure, one day I'm gonna make you play around a punch bowl so you can at least understand why I send you stuff. That's fair. Yeah, I could probably like read the TCG rules and be able to like understand like how would this impact my deck, my gameplay experience, instead of just going, ooh, look at the pretty pictures. And they are pretty pictures. Everyone, say Crystal's a good artist. Say he's a good artist right now. Do it, you all get cookies. Look, my little brother already said, do it. She also said there are god. My little brother said that Crystal is also a god gamer in Guilty Gear. Crystal's an amazing person. Send tweet. Crystal's a good artist. Thank you, Cass. Shout it to the rooftops. Cookies for all now. Congratulations. Open the cookie gates. I thought about doing a deck builder light update. I'd say that would be an interesting concept to see. Give every character like 5 extra cards. That would be an interesting concept to see. Oop, Caboodle has posted. Ooh, nice. I do like how Potion Knife doesn't work. You can only have like 2 or 3, 4 copies. You gotta make a deck 15. That's all pretty solid. Alright, that's pretty much the base design done. Now I gotta start adding the fun stuff. Time for the actual build, the actual like funny stuff. This is the fun stuff I pretty much figured is gonna take me a while. Alright, so I'm having my card game. I'll stop. No, don't worry. You know I like hearing your ideas, man. Crystal, you're good at what you do. Girl, you gotta stop being so thing. How do you feel about Minecraft? Like, an honest opinion. Good game. Like, I don't really have much option. Like, Minecraft isn't really my thing. Like, I've tried getting into it, not really my thing. Like, I don't think it's a bad game. Where's the liquefy tool? Here we go. Organic shape time. Pretty much, yeah. Let's go, liquefy tool. I have foam Minecraft Diamond Sword in my room, but I never played the game. Talking with friends about Persona group cosplay for a con. Ooh, nice. Who you gonna be? Like I like Minecraft. It's a good game. I think it's a good game, but it's not really my thing. Just because I've never really been big on like survival games. That's sort of just a me thing, though. You know. Yeah. Oh, okay, bye. Okay. Sorry, my dad came into the room. I think I lucked out by just picking Teddy and modifying a red onesie. That's fair. Thing is, I always like other YouTubers play on big server other YouTubers, and I try to play it to die in span of 20 seconds. Honestly, yeah, big multiplayer servers are cool. I don't have enough friends who play the game to really justify that. But I do like the idea of multiplayer servers, you know? If you want to do Punch of the News, doing 4 new codes tonight, probably finish Savage Dex if the wrist allows it. Yeah, watch your wrist, dude. Carpal Tunnel is no joke. Yeah, Cream, I'll be fine. Stop doing that. Don't work yourself to death. One tank, 4 DPS, 1 heal comp. That's got weird. Huh, weird. Works every time. Doubt that. Hey, Saturday because tomorrow gonna be the first test of friends in like a week. Just don't force yourself, dude. I'm pretty sure all your friends will also agree they want you healthy and not just working on stuff 24/7. Really the fundable in the back really looks at Emily's side of the game so well. Yeah, I'm actually using a screenshot of the game as a reference. See? Lose track of my time. It's 3 a.m. It's not my fault. Careful. Yeah, I literally just used this picture as a reference. See? Dr. Milky Way. Hey, Dr. Milky Way. Hi, Michael. Oh, man. Hi. Hi, Michael. Hope you've been well. See the ad with Mr. Fantastic screen with a big thumbs up? I have. It's one of my favorite pictures. Ah, shoot. Wait. Oh, thank God. I was so worried the thing was just gonna die. Matt, I have a Marvel question. What is it? I love his NPC screen. It's so funny. The little ding kills me every time. I love Mr. Fantastic. He's such a big nerd. I love him. What is up, Crystal? Tell me what your Marvel question is. You call everyone by hero names or name names? Both. But it depends on the character, really. Like, I call Mr. Fantastic Reed. Like, I just find it easier to say Reed Richards. Reed Richards. Susan, same thing with Susan Storm. I find Invisible Woman a bit of a mouthful. So I just call her Susan. Sue. Wolverine, I call him... Ow. Ah! Ow. Yeah, okay, got Death Blasted. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Noe. Like, I call Dr. Doom, like, just Doom. I call Winter Soldier Bucky. I call Captain America just Cap. I don't really call him Steve. I call Iron Man for content. I call Hawkeye Clint. I call, well, Luna Snow just Luna Snow. Like, Squirrel Girl, I call Squirrel Girl. Magneto, I call Magneto. It really depends, just depends on the character and just kind of my mood, you know? Like, same thing with, like, Spider-Man, I also call him Peter. Come on, Peter. He was some Star-Lord, Peter, or Quill. I call him Star-Lord. To be honest, I call him Star-World and Peter, to be honest. The same thing with Spider-Man. Like, I know they're both Peter, but, like, when I need to differentiate the two, I call one Spider-Man or Peter. Spider-Man is Star-Lord and call the other one Peter. It's generally on top drop of a hat if I'm feeling more in tune with one or the other. Pretty much, yeah. Just understand, I suppose. I'll start with Quill sometime. That's fair. I said, it completely makes sense no matter what character type. Just find it interesting. Right, what text I want here? I do go chunk. Only one exclamation point. We ain't that excited. Hey, come on! I'd rather just do one and not like just fill it out. It also just fits better in the space too. You gotta use their real name, hero name interchangeably, but usually I use the hero name if I'm bringing them up for the first time in a convo. I use their real names to continue talking about them in the same convo. Yeah, kind of the same. Like I say Mr. Fantastic, then you just start calling him Reed. Also, fun fact: I want for when Doom becomes playable, I want there to be like a cinematic trailer of Reed Richards versus both Doctor Dooms at the same time, and then Reed Richards from 2099 shows up and then helps 616 Reed double team the Dooms and just has both Dooms at the same time going Richards. I just need to see them go Richards. Because there is no one in comics who hates a person more than Doctor Doom hates Reed Richards. I love it. I absolutely love it. He's so pretty. Oh, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly, Jesse. Happy to have you here. That'd be good. Wait, that's basically all. Tanubi K. Thank you kindly for the follow. Well, yeah, I just really love the idea of Doctor Doom. Doom is the ultimate tater kind of. It is DC Universe Flash. This is correct. Like I just love how yeah, they were introduced in the same comic. Like everyone like builds up Doom as this like amazing unstoppable force. Like everyone brings up God Emperor Doom, which is an amazing Doom. Don't get me wrong. I love God Emperor Doom. Everyone brings it up, but then no one brings up that in the same comic, Reed Richards also gets God Emperor powers and basically pummels Doctor Doom into submission. I love it. Like everyone brings up Doom, and no one brings up the fact that Reed Richards is just as powerful, essentially. Smartest man in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not cinematic, actually in any Marvel thing. He's the smartest man alive. Next time for Doom, just because they're probably gonna be a funny pre-match line with Squirrel Girl. Yeah, because Squirrel Girl has canonically beaten Doctor Doom. She's beaten a lot of characters actually. Thanos, she beat Thanos, she beat Galactus. Doreen's beat Galactus. Doreen beat Thanos. Like canonically, that's not like they were joke issues, don't get me wrong, but she has beat them. She walks to his castle and treats him like a bitch. It's awesome. basically. Smallville is fun. She is a joke character, but like, and I honestly love her design in Marvel Rivals. She's so cute. The Final Fantasy IV cover appeared second or third. Stanley and Jack Kirby got bored 5 pages in. Wonderful had to break to their office and friend them into bringing Reed there. Honestly, yeah, that makes sense. Here's the funny thing about Doom, is that he's petty. He is so petty. It's amazing. I love that a fake hero Dynamite isn't true, so we can get Professor X with his Holocaust themes. Honestly, Professor X would be a cool character, just in general. I kind of hope he isn't. That isn't There we go. Mwah. Ah, Susan Storm, the woman you are. I love you. Now I need to draw Reed. I can't draw Susan Storm without her husband. Sue Storm, the woman that you are. Honestly, man, I get why Namor is the way that he is. If I was Namor, I would want it too. I would also be like that. Namor is so thirsty for Sue, it's kind of hilarious. It's amazing. Pretty woman, yes. Love her. I always think the text you add is a fun space filler, but I can't help but think it tends to be a bit small. An Invisible Woman? You really think so? Huh. I suppose I can always resize it. That bit better? The gooey effect, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think it says it'd be a small, probably small. That doesn't really work because it has the thing. That's a bit better, yeah. Sure. I already signed, but even after I sign, I tend to add a few more, do a few more tweaks. Gonna do something else these last for? Or are we cutting early? Yeah, we're still gonna be finished up a bit early. I think we're gonna cut early just because I still got plenty to do tomorrow. I just think I kind of just need to reset my head up for a bit. I've been sitting on this for a while now, but I have to finally be finished. Yeah, with that, we are pretty much done. Well then, I hope you all enjoyed. I had fun. It was a very, very fun time tonight. We got plenty of done. We can finally finish up Invisible Woman here. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And remember to always be cool and be creative.